Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Malcolm the Eyes in Historic Brawl. This is a deck that is built around kind of leaning into both the second spell thing and the artifact thing. The artifact thing sort of got away from me in the sense that it morphed into being artifact kind of combo. We have like transmutation font that really likes just artifact tokens, and we can use that to tutor Portal to Phyrexia or like the One Ring or whatever onto the battlefield, which are strong things in their own right. We are also playing Inspiring Statuary, which just helps us use our clues as a way to discount our non-artifact spells. We have Nettle Cyst, so with all the token creation we do, we can just like get a gigantic Nettle Cyst thing, slap it on Malcolm or something with Menace or whatever, and kill the opponent that way. We have a ton of 1 mana and 2 mana stuff that is in here mostly just to trigger the 2 spells a turn clause, a lot of it at instant speed so we can do it on the opponent's turn as well if our hand works out like that. We have 1 or 2 things like Omen Hawker that are just in the deck to help us pay for cracking clues, as well as threats that kind of support the game plan or work well with Malcolm, which is to say like Duelist, Ledger Shredder, kind of 1 and 2 mana tempo-y stuff, Gleaming Geardrake because we're cracking all those clue tokens, Third Path Iconoclast because we do have a lot of non-creature spells and we can make more artifact tokens with the Iconoclast. We have Sai in here as well for more artifact token creation, World Waker, World Walker Helm, so that whenever we make artifact tokens, we can make the map token. Fabricate to tutor for artifacts, Chromist Seed Shark because it also makes artifact tokens. Treasure Stuff, of course, Metallurgic Summonings for even more artifact tokens. Reverse Engineer just as an improvised spell, Spell Swindle, spits out artifacts. Storm of Saruman is one of our kind of goofier top-end kind of payoffs or win cons. Just leans into the double spell theme and, yeah, helps us outvalue the opponent. And yeah, we have some higher end stuff too, like Nexus of Becoming. Arcane Proxy is particularly nice in the deck because it is an artifact that also flashes back or like lets you cast a spell, so it double spells by itself, and yeah, it's just very synergistic with the nonsense we're doing. We have Breaches in here and the other Malcolm as well, just for, I don't know, emotional support. They do work reasonably well with the deck. Yeah, that's more or less the list. Giant pile of nonsense mana, as per usual in Historic Brawl. And yeah, if you like the deck tech and like the video, like, subscribe, etc., consider supporting on Patreon, following on Twitch, and I don't let's get on to some actual gameplay. Should we give it a shot? I don't know, I'm kind of curious about this hand. Seems okay. I was about to scoop to Toxrill because, I don't know, it's one of those commanders that's just like, oh, so you like to just play removal and win. Oh, okay. But, yeah, try our hand out. See what we can do. Let's just take the 3 off of Shatterskull and Cold Steel here. Do it for red, maybe, just because we can Flooded Strand, or like Flooded Strand and Lorien, both fetch blue sources of various shades. How much do we want to play around Rhystic Studies? The correct answer is we should treat it seriously. But that also assumes that they've built their deck well and stuff, and that card draw matters. Which might sound mean, but is like a genuine thing to think about. I don't hate doing like Chromist Seed Shark, pay the 1. It's a little bit slower, but it sets us up to actually, sets us up to just capitalize off of Malcolm and Prophetic Memory and so on. Raven form on the thingamajig. Okay. Let's Island Cycle a Lorien revealed. Again, just making a decision about, like, how much do I want to play around Ristic? I'm gonna keep trying to be responsible just because. We'll take land. Our hand is fairly expensive. And yeah, well, Malcolm. Bing bong. Opponent to 22. And we have 2 birds. How can we lose? We do have Eidetic Memory Brainstorm next turn if we want to do that, which is pretty strong. Slaughter Specialist, okay. We're pretty fine with that. We do hit a land, which is nice. So yeah. Do we want to Crom? No, not really, I don't think. Eidetic Memory Brainstorm is just real good. Boo and hiss. I mean, we'll pay for the thing, I guess. Whenever a creature so Legion Extruder doesn't have a clean way to play around Slaughter Specialist, unfortunately. We might still just Brainstorm here. Yeah, autopay. 2 cards on top. We will do Font and Extruder, or like Font and Rise and Shine. We are not horribly positioned for a Rise and Shine kill. We kind of want more artifacts, though. Are they going to give us more tokens? Hit me. Okay. I mean, their commander does do the kill all 1/1s thing, but that certainly gives us a window, as it were. So I would like to... Nettle Cyst? Do we like Chrome Nettle Cyst? Yeah, we have options. I think just Nettle Cyst Legion Extruder, because that lets us play around Ristic. And then we can Legion Extruder their face. As one does. That gives us a chance to drop Summoning Sickness off of the Germ, as well as a bunch of non-creature artifacts, and puts the opponent to 13. Narset, sure.
I have practiced against many foes like you. Keep an open mind.
Malicious Eclipse. That is pretty good here, but they can't cast it because of their mana. Want to give me another 1/1? That is some kind of move to do when you're at, you know, 13. Yeah. Oh, I guess this will tap the... Oh, no. Sorry, manual tap. Because Arena is a joy. Arena is a joy. Overload for the full 6, getting... decline, because we would like the Cold Steel Heart to do stuff. Hey! Oh, the Germ dies. Right, sure. Because Nettle Cyst is just an actual creature now. Yeah. So we do this. Good games to the opponent. We got there. Hey, love to do a Rise and Shine kill. I'm very concerned about the opponent, but I'm also curious about this hand. Like, an Impicall is the type of thing that will just kill us. Also, yeah, Esper Sentinel. We don't have an early Rise and Shine kill here. Or like a we don't have time to set up a good Rise and Shine kill versus a Nimbicall. So yeah, we will do this. We will play Bird. Sorry, is this on casts that are first? We'll play Bird here. Slow mana from the opponent, which is a small blessing, or like small consolation. Yeah. An Nimbicall very much is the type of deck that this list will struggle with, which is to say just like fast aggro. Land, Mind Stone, Resolve, Autopay, and then we will use the colorless mana to Island Cycling Lorien Revealed, and grab kind of whatever. Untapped Source is probably most convenient, or generally useful. No attacks, just because Ledger Shredder on blocks right now is, like, reasonable. In particular, it discourages them from, like, playing out an Nimbicall attacking with the Ledger Shredder. Or, sorry, attacking with the Esper Sentinel. Wait, no, that's not true. The thing with the fail, never mind. Sometimes I think through lines wrong, don't worry about it. Let's do a Malcolm here and a... Sleight of Hand? We just have a lot of cantrips, really. It's not super material which one we pick here. Metallurgic Summonings is something. We probably toss, like, Puzzle Door just because it's lower impact, comparatively. Saheeli is interesting as well. Or, like, Saheeli and Metallurgic give us potentially a fair amount of room to generate a board, which is relevant versus a Nimbicall. We'll make Malcolm the Ring Bearer swing in with Malcolm, because I don't really care about blocking with him. Ledger Shredder's a little bit better on blocks now, so... I will eat the token. We might be able to just clog up the board sufficiently hard that we can get a 3/3 off of Nexus playing out Craig. This is a weird hand, or a weird kind of board state or whatever for us to deal with. We can't play around the Esper Sentinel there in a way that I like. Electrolyze would have been good to have in our hand sooner. It can trigger its own... Okay. Decline? Question mark? That threw me. Just keep on smashing in with... I should probably keep the Ledger Shredder on blocks, still. Gives us just more flexibility. It would be nice to try to clock them effectively, but... yeah, so we're very much at a place where they could just... Search for Glory is a concern. Although it is slow. That's always the thing with tutors, is they are slow. Rosy Cotton. That is... why would you allocate power and toughness and stuff like that? I will absolutely trade for an Nimbicall here. That gave us a lot of room to maneuver. Okay. Well. Polluted Delta, crack Polluted Delta, grab just an untapped source, because, I don't know, nice and simple. We can't do that. We can do it like this. Your first spell turn, right? Yes. So let's do Saheeli, plus paying for the Esper Sentinel like a responsible person. And then kill the Esper Sentinel and, I guess, one of the tokens? There's a vague argument for holding the Electrolyze for an Impicall, but taking the Esper Sentinel off the field is pretty cool and good. We've got our double spell. Shrinking the Oliphant down to a 3/3 makes it a lot less interesting in terms of like cheating it into play or whatever, so I think we do this. We have Whir in hand now, which is something. We can... Oh, I have to do math. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can get Phyrexian, Portal to Phyrexia. We can Whir for Portal to Phyrexia, so that's a play pattern. My Nexus. Oh. How exciting is Portal to just slam? I don't know, not bad. Like getting a Sentinel or whatever there is kind of fun. Also lets us just smash this turn. Sure. Pay for 9. There's an argument for doing other stuff. I don't know. I wanted to Portal. And our opponent didn't want us to Portal. Which, you know, fair. So yeah, despite being very nervous about an Impicall, our opponent kind of stumbles for a turn or two, and that gives us just enough room to do this nonsense, using Malcolm clues and stuff to help pay for that improvise, as well as the Saheeli tokens. And yeah, we get there. Good games to the opponent. Rise and Shine for animating clue tokens, not really a thing we want in our opener, or certainly not until like turn 6 or whatever anyway. And then we have like 3 mana facilitating card, and yeah. This is quite a bit better. We do have Painful Mana here, which is less than ideal. Might just lead with the Sulphur Falls, so we can like get Malcolm down on 2 and then double spell after Malcolm. Use the Brainstorm and the Birthday Escape to, or maybe Prophetic Memory, to just get land, shift around in our chair. Proft, yeah. Would kind of like to just draw land. Oh, they have removal? Okay. Malcolm is very delicate, unfortunately, so... well, we naturally hit land. We'll double spell anyway. Just to, like, use our cards, get mana and stuff. We have Disruption Protocol and actual Counterspell and, like, 1 or 2 other counters in the deck. I went for basically the most powerful or most on-theme counters, otherwise it's like, I don't know, this isn't a kind of, you know, control deck or whatever in that way. It's closer to, like, tempo combo. But yeah, grab the Guardian Idol there because it can help us ramp up to Nexus of Becoming. We would sort of like to get Malcolm back down, but we don't have the mana for that. Oh. I don't hate... So, we have a thing in hand that might not be immediately obvious, which is to say Prophetic Memory plus Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards. Put some counters on things and stuff. I like that quite a bit because it's a way for us to just stonewall the Goblins, but like crank us pretty go-wide, and I think trying to accelerate to big stuff is maybe more productive. Because, yeah, we're facing down Cranko activations next turn, which is not totally ideal. I don't really want to big score anything away right now, which is awkward. Why don't we do, like, just duelist and prof, Acidic Memory. I guess there's an argument for fishing for... I don't remember if I kept Lightning Strike in the deck. We have a little bit of interaction, but not a lot. We are pretty, like... I don't know if combo-oriented is the right word, but we're pretty intent on doing, like, Nexus stuff or whatever. We're using a bunch of clue tokens to do... Okay, I think we're just dead. Yeah, so they take out the duelist. Kranko into Muxus is certainly a way to beat. Well. Let's see what we draw, but I think I'm probably scooping here. We get the Relic Robber token. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. We're not even dead next turn necessarily, but we don't particularly have a clean way to deal with that whole situation. I think I like this hand. It's a little bit expensive in that Nexus and Whir are both, like, relatively pricey cards, but we can get a discount on Whir because of Improvise. And we do have some good facilitating cards on 2 in Magda and Generous Plunderer. They should help us, like, ramp or keep the mana coming. Maybe do Magda first, just because she's less symmetrical. And also, yeah, you want to hold Expressive Iteration for later turns, and etc, etc. Druid class for the opponent. No additional land. Ooh. Oh my. So, we can double spell here with, like, Malcolm Plunderer? Which is maybe just fine. Sure. So yeah, we play Malcolm pre-combat, we go vroom vroom. We burn a Magda treasure to get the Generous Plunderer down. Little bit concerned about it in the sense that our opponent appears to want to ramp, but what am I, a coward? Me doing the daintiest possible cough I could so I wouldn't spill coffee. Stone Coil for 2, protection from multicolored, so that's awkward for Malcolm specifically. Anyway, I'm gonna do the Plunderer thing. Play out Otawara. I should have thought about that more. Probably should have Expressive Iteration to there. I don't hate eating it. I guess we do have the option of, sorry, Magda. Do a think. Let's attack first, because that's where my brain's at right now. We ding him for 2, because Big Snack is, in fact, an artifact. Yeah, actually, sorry, I wasn't doing math properly. We can just Nexus of Becoming here, which is neat. I like that. It is a little bit of a nombo with Magda in the sense that, like, you want Nexus down pre-combat to do the Nexus thing. But, you know, post-combat's better than not at all. Yeah, upcoming turns, just, like, Expressive Iteration, maybe crack a clue or whatever. Dig for stuff. They're still doing, like, setup work. Wildwood Scourge. Vorinclex just draws them cards off of Tribute, so they're not going to get counters. Yeah. Make some more treasure. Expressive iteration. Whew, this is a decision. Hand library exile? I'm glad I did it like that. I did not count this thought monitor affinity or whatever properly. We have done the thing. Sorry, protection from multicolored specifically, which is, yeah, continues to be a bit annoying. Just shoot the opponent. Get Malcolm clue. Malcolm number 2, Electric Boogaloo happens. Omen Hawker. We will absolutely Nexus of Becoming this Thought Monitor, draw 2. I don't think I like attacking with the Generous Plunderer or Magda here. We could. The Wild Ward's Scourge makes it worse. So let's just bobble and take a look. Forest, cool. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. 8. Oh yeah, I definitely miscounted. Sorry, I thought we could portal to Phyrexia for a second. We could do... We could War of Invention for Mightstone and Weakstone. Kind of surprised they haven't played out Vorinclex. Absolutely, I ain't no coward, as we've established. Spell Swindle. Do we just chill with Spell Swindle? Or I guess we should cycle Lorien Revealed for land. Because we're not at all pressed for card advantage or whatever. And then we can hold up Spell Swindle, crack a clue with Omen Hawker. Move to combat. Nexus the nerd. The Bird of Paradise, or Ornithopter of Paradise, sorry. Yeah, the Thought Monitor has a good attack here, right? Because the only thing with reach is the 2/2 Stone Coil. Then the hope is that we get a big Spell Swindle here, and then from there we're well positioned to just do like backbreaking nonsense. Okay. I will Spell Swindle the Vorinclex. Make 6 treasures. Yeah, so all tapped means they're down a blocker. Or, I mean, we can portal to Phyrexia with Whir for sure now. Nisa. I guess we can get a Goldspan Dragon with Magda too, which is a weird line I hadn't considered.
You will listen to the will of the
Or, oh, do we still have Embercleave in the deck? I might have taken out Embercleave. Embercleave, reasonable include yeah, I think I took it out. Because it was just a little bit fiddly. But, you know.
Welcome, my companion.
Feel free to shove an Embercleave in here. It did okay. Pass to attackers. We will crack a clue with Omen Hawker. And do we want to burn 2 treasures on Malcolm or whatever? I don't think so. Once again, I ain't no coward. All of our interaction, or almost all of it being multicolored, is a little annoying. Just this 2-mana Stone Coil really doing some work. Sorry, so we would like to Whir for... I had never done Were for the portal, Were for the portal before. I don't want... maybe this is fine. Oh yeah, sorry, improvise is not actually using the treasure tokens. Yeah, before this video, sorry, I kept not finishing that sentence. But just seeing that line in the prior game and then seeing it again this game is like, if it worked once, you know, I put Portal in the deck for a reason. Yeah, so that stuff happens. They toss stuff. Hey. Sorry, we don't actually have the kill, do we? Maybe I should have busted out a Malcolm in the prior thing. So, in that case, I would like to do... I'd like to think for too long. I don't know. Oh, Sea Shark's kind of fun. I think we kill Vanessa. Just because getting a threat off the board is cool and good. Hold back the Omen Hawker for clue cracking. Treasure and stuff happens. That's okay. Yeah, that was a pretty backbreaking turn on the opponent's half, or like for them. There's maybe a way to play that cleaner. I wasn't thinking about how Magda and the improvise works, so I think I actually missed lethal there. In that I could improvise with the Wurfer of Invention and then sacrifice all the treasures for a Goldspan Dragon, and that gives us enough juice to, or like enough aerial pressure to kill them cleanly that turn, as a like self-backseating side note. But anyway, good games to the opponent. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.